Hi, fourth graders. So yesterday you just took your data sets pre-test for this next unit in math. And we're going to start today with day one, looking at bar graphs and tables. You'll notice that throughout the week, we're going to be looking at different types of data and how you can interpret and answer questions about them. So each day will be something new. So today is all about bar graphs, which you've seen and created, and tables. And then tomorrow will be something new. We'll have the rest of this week, and then Monday is going to be review, and then Tuesday of next week is going to be your test for this unit. So let's get started. Our I can statement today is I can use tables and bar graphs to display data sets. All right, so right here, I chose to put this picture up here because I think it does a great job representing all the parts of a bar graph. You've seen bar graphs like this before. We're going to just dive deep into what each part is of a bar graph and how it can help us answer questions of data. So in this graph, it has a title right here. You'll notice that every bar graph, any type of data should have a title, because a title tells you what we're really looking at. Okay, so in this example, this is about students' favorite colors. So a teacher might have done this with their whole class, and kids had to pick their favorite color. Then I look and I see that every bar graph will have different axes. Okay, so you'll hear these words a lot in middle school and in high school. You'll hear the term x-axis and y-axis. So right here, we know that the x-axis, which is the black line that goes from side to side, is the colors, and they have titles too. They have labels. So on this part of the bar graph, they have all of the different colors that was used in this survey. So red, orange, yellow, green, and blue. And then the y-axis, which is always the black line that is vertical, so up and down, that is showing us the number of students. So for this particular example, it looks like they did their scale, the amount of students from 0 students to 18 students. Okay, so they also, you'll see a word here, interval. Okay, so the interval, that is how much is in between each tick mark. Okay, so they have the numbers counting by twos, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, all the way up to 18. But there is the tick marks in between showing the intervals from counting up by ones. Okay. So when we look at this graph, I can look and I can see what colors were liked the most, what colors were liked the least. I can answer a lot of different questions about it. If we look at the color red, you'll notice that it stops at this tick mark, right? So I know that that has to be 7 because it's right after the 6. Okay, so we can answer a lot of different questions by just looking at a bar graph. This brain pop I will have also on your math slide if you want to look at it. I think you're able to just sign in with Google to watch any of the brain pop videos, but that's totally up to you if you want to do that. We're going to look at a table now. You've also answered questions like this in your everyday math journals. We've created different tables. This one specifically, we're going to answer what is true about this table. But first things first, I need to know what this table is all about. So this table was created. It has a title just like the bar graph. It's favorite pizzas. And then it has on the side here the types of pizzas that were probably put in the survey: ham, olive, veggie, mushroom, and combo. And then it has the two high schools that took this survey, and then they could compare from each school who liked more or who liked less of each type of pizza. So we're going to read A, B, C, and D and figure out which one is true. So I'm going to move my video over here. All right, so let's look at A. So A says there are 20 Lake High students who were surveyed. 20 Lake High students who were surveyed. So if I look at Lake High, I would have to count all of these up and see if it adds to 20. So 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 3 is 15, plus one more is 16 plus 7 is 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So that is not true because 23 students did the survey. So B is more students from Lake High like veggie pizza than from Walker High. So I would have to go look right at veggie pizza. Okay. So more students from Lake High like veggie pizza. They like six students like veggie pizza than Walker. Well, 9 students like veggie pizza. So that also is not true. So I'm going to cross that out. Olive pizza is the most liked pizza. 3 and 18. Wow. So that's 21. Ham, 13 plus 1 is 14. So it still beats that. 6 plus 9 is 15. 6 plus 3 is 9. 7 plus 12 is 19. So that is true. Olive pizza is the most liked. More students like combo pizza from Lake High than Walker. So combo, more students like it from Lake High than Walker. Nope, that isn't true. So my answer is C. All right. That's an example of interpreting it from a table rather than a bar graph. Okay. So now we have bar graphs. So this is the same thing, but looking at a bar graph. So right away, I'm going to look and ask myself, what is this bar graph telling me? So I see that the title is Lights on a Farm. And it says that the purple bars are broken lights. So the amount of lights in these buildings at this farm, penthouse, stable, shed, greenhouse, how many of them are broken in those buildings? And then the orange is how many are working lights. Okay, so I'm looking at that number of lights, 0 to 10, and then the buildings. All right, I think I got it. So now I'm going to look at which one is true about this data. So just like I did with the table, I'm going to do the same thing with the bar graph. There were more working lights than broken lights in the hen house. So I'm going to look right at the hen house. It says there were more working lights, which is orange, than broken lights. Are there more working than broken? Nope. So cross that out. B says there are more working lights in all of the buildings on the farm than broken ones. Well, right away I can look and I can see there are definitely less working lights than broken ones. There's more broken ones in all of these than working. So that is wrong as well. There are 10 lights in the greenhouse. 10 lights in the greenhouse. Now I'm going to look at the greenhouse. And there are only 5 lights. There are 10 lights in the greenhouse. So there is 5 broken and 4 working. 5 plus 4 is 9. So that is incorrect. There's only 9. So let's hope that D is right. There are more broken lights in the shed than working lights. There are more broken lights than working lights. So that is correct. B is my correct answer. All right, I'm going to erase those. Okay. So for today, I'm going to stop there today. For today, your job is going to be to, on your slide, you have, it says click on the link and sign in with Google. So these are really fun digital task cards, and it's from Boom Learning. So when you click on here, I'm Mine's going to look a little bit different because I'm signing in with a teacher account. But for you, you're just going to click sign in, and then you're going to click sign in with Google, and then you're going to pick your name, your new preg email. So again, mine's a teacher, so it's going to look a little different. So yours will pop up and it will tell you to click the cards. So I have some cards that you're going to be doing today. So your cards are going to look like this. So there are 10 cards. You're going to read the question, and then you're going to click on, it's very interactive. So you can click on one and it'll tell you right away if it's right or wrong, just like that. Okay. There are some on here that are not for bar graphs or tables. Okay. They might be getting a little bit harder. Okay. So as I keep going, there's some where you can type in numbers. Okay. And it'll tell you if you are right or wrong right away. There's some interactive ones where you can drag the bar lines based on here, click and drag. So you're just gonna have fun with this and then turn it in so I can see exactly what you got at the end. And then if you get done with that quickly, you can do the IXL skill. So let me know if you have any questions with this. It should be very easy to log in. So, all right, see you later.